Hi, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Facebook Live in my Facebook group, which is Anti-Hustle Business Coaching with Shannon Whaley. And I am happy that you are all here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and let's dive in. So today I'm going to be talking about how to boost your client roster with these 5 anti-hustle biz tips. I've got 5 more that I'll be sharing with you maybe next week, maybe later this week. We will see. But I wanted to give you 5 today really quickly, just so that you can start to see like where you might need to tighten some things up, where you can just go deeper in what you're already doing. Maybe some new things will pop up so you can try some new things on and add them into your business and just start to see results right away. So obviously, anti-hustle business coach. So I am all about how do we make this easier? How do we make this more fun? How do we streamline things? How do we, make these systems, like replicable so that you're doing the same thing over and over again, which I know tends to drive some people insane, especially if you're like a Manny Gen or you are multi-passionate. But one thing that I've really seen with my business, with my clients' businesses, is when you can dial things in so that it's a repeatable process, you can hand it off to somebody else. They know exactly what you're doing. You can run launches on repeat instead of just like launching different things, throwing things at throwing spaghetti at the wall, not giving it the program enough time, not giving yourself enough time, not giving your launch enough time. All of that starts to bottleneck your business. So what you'll know in my business and what you'll see if you've been paying attention is that we launch literally the same things. We just launched From Broke to Bougie, and that's the first like brand new legitimate course that I have launched in, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I mean, maybe the mastermind, but that's not really like a course. And I've refined Anti-Hustle Business School, but that has always like kind of existed in different forms. But I've already hit 6 figures. I don't know what my numbers are right now, but going towards 200,000 this year, on track to hit 200,000 again. And by running the same things over and over and over again and refining them and I share that with you so that sometimes people think that they need to have lots of different things, launching lots of different things all the time. And it really is about dialing in the things that you're really good at and then doing that on repeat and refining it every time. And you can change things up. You can change the events up. I've changed the modules up. I've reshot modules. But you don't have to be reinventing the wheel every time in order to hit the numbers that you're looking to hit. So the first one that I want to talk about today is really refining your niche and really figuring out what the fuck you do, how you help people. And not just in like your whole business, but really refining your niche for all of the things that you're launching. This is one thing that I've been working on in my own business, is getting really crystal clear on who each program is for, where they need to be to get the most success, and then speaking directly to those people. I've been working on this in the mastermind with some of the clients in there too, as we start to restructure their business and really create a difference between the different programs that you have. So if you have multiple programs, if you have a one-on-one practice and you have group programs, you really want to make sure that there is a clear distinction between every program, that you have the messaging locked in for each of the programs that you're running, so that the people that you want to call in and that you want, that that this is for, they know that you're speaking exactly to them. There's no ambiguity. There's no like, nah, I'm not sure. Like, it is very clear. This program is for this person. So yes, having like refining your niche in your business, but then also per program. So that is That is a huge component that is really going to lock in your messaging and allow your people to know who you are, what you do, how you serve them, the different ways that you serve them, and which program is the best one for them. And this really sets you apart and allows you to be, I mean, the goal is to be like the go-to person for your industry or whatever, you know, your niche is. And so when you can really let people know the specific problems that you solve for each of the programs, then they know exactly who they're going to hire, you obviously, when they are ready or when they need that specific support. So that's the first one. The second piece is sharing client success stories. So really talk about your clients, your past client success. And I would say talk about your current client success. You can interview them. You can, like if you have a podcast or if they have a podcast, or you can do a Facebook Live. You can also take what you're doing, and if you don't know how to do this tech, then you can always hire somebody to do it, right? But you can splice up the video so that you can make reels, so that you can have content, so you can get the transcripts and create like different, you know, quotes. So there's lots of ways that you can do this, but this is, I think it's Melissa Casera who said it. I think that's how you say your last name, but facts tell and stories sell. And when you talk about your clients' success stories, where they were, what they were struggling with, why they decided to hire you, what you helped them do, the transformation that took place, these are stories that show your clients what you do, and they start to see, you show your potential clients what you do, and people start to see themselves in these success stories. Like, oh shit, well, if they can help their clients do that, then I mean, they can for sure help me. And how fucking cool, like, would that be to be that coach's, like, I want to be their success story, right? Like, I want to be highlighted like this. And so this, having these real life examples, they really impact how people see you, and they can see it showcased instead of you saying, oh, this is what I do, and these are the things that I help my clients with. When you can share testimonials and case studies, actually, where case studies go deeper into where they were before, what they were struggling with, why they wanted to hire you, what they're doing now, what their life or relationship or business or whatever you helped them do, right? What it looked like before and what it looks like now. That is really going to have a huge impact. And again, you can put it on your website. You can use it to promote the program. You can create clips for reels. You can do so much with that stuff. So really start to implement that into your launch plan and strategy. And then what you can do is you can also have those for each program. So you can have testimonials. You can put clips on your website for each of the programs that you're selling. Number 3, leverage your networks. So really think about, where are you already connected? Where can you ask for referrals? Who can you connect with who has like a complementary business, or you know, that you can collaborate with in order to bring in quality leads? And so really starting to think about, who am I already connected to? Like, you don't have to go start brand new relationships, but it's, who am I already connected to? Whose work do I already admire? Who can I bring into my programs that would help my clients with maybe something that you're not good at, or that you want to add in as like a special bonus that would help your clients, and it's not your zone of genius, right? And then ask if they can have a like reciprocal referral network. And so there's lots of ways to do this, whether you are just referring back and forth to each other, or if there's a payout or some incentive. So really start to think about maybe what you want that to look like. The highest compliment is when people are referring you. So you can also ask your clients if they refer friends or any of their clients. Maybe there's a $200 referral fee or something, right? Like if they book your biggest package, or you can create something, or they get an intensive if you don't want to exchange the money. So there's lots of different ways that you can do this. Ask your questions below if you have them. I'm happy to answer those for you as well. But this can look lots of different ways, and there's no one way that's like right or better. It just depends on what you want this to look like. Let's see. So number 4, so really starting to think about, like, especially as you've been doing this for a while and you have different programs and you have your one-on-one and you are really stepping into owning your genius and really stepping into your thought leadership. So this is where you are sharing and just like really claiming this space and really owning what you do, that you're so fucking good at what you do, why everybody needs to be listening to you. This takes a lot of mindset work, right? Especially, you know, as you're stepping in and you might be sharing unpopular opinions, or it might be going against the grain. So there's a lot of work that you have to do in order to hold this next level of belief about yourself, and about the words that you have to say, and that what you have to say is important, and why people need to be listening to you. So make sure you're doing your mindset work around all of that. But what this really does is it demonstrates your expertise, right? And what that does is it starts to attract people who are seeking your guidance and who trust you, and you've built the trust and the intimacy with your community and with your clients. And so they start to look at you. There's definitely a responsibility with this, right? But as you step into your work in a bigger way, you really start to establish yourself as an authority, and you show up differently. You are you're just more confident, and you are more sure of yourself. And so it just requires a different level of you. And so if this is something that feels just so far off, know that you're not alone. I remember when I was first starting coaching, like that just felt so far away, and I really had to grow into those thoughts and those beliefs. And you know, as I built my chops as a coach and as an entrepreneur, and you know, the longer that I'm doing this, obviously the more confident I become. And I've seen that with my clients, where you know, they have the business and they have the programs and they're making the money, and all of a sudden they've hit 6 figures, and they're like, all right, so I'm a legitimate business owner now, and there's no more, you know, there's this like limbo that you're in, which is when you pull your foot from the other side of like, is this going to work? You know, and worried about your business working. When it starts to work, there's this limbo, right? And so when you pull your foot into the other side of, this is 100% working, it's going to work, I'm in this until it works and until it grows into what I want it to be, that's when things really start to pick up. That's when your mindset really starts to shift, where you really start to own who you are and what you do and why you do it. And your messaging changes, and your you know, how you show up with clients changes, and your programs change, because you're learning and you're gathering the information and the feedback, right? And so you really are like, that's the next level when I'm working with my clients in the higher level programs, in like the higher level mastermind and in one-on-one, is really helping my clients build their confidence around like being known in the industry as the go-to person for this thing. And that's, you know, like as we're building your business, and like we're building your one-on-one, and we're getting group programs, and we're building that, like that's the focus. But then once you're already hitting 6 figures and you're moving into becoming an authority, that's really what the focus is, other than like getting all the systems sorted so that you can start to scale, and then scale your business scale you out of your business a bit more, so that you're doing maybe more group programs, or maybe you have like digital courses so that you don't have to be directly involved with all of the clients at the same time. The thought leadership is the next piece that we work on in those higher level programs. So if you're interested, if this is like, this is me, this is definitely where I am in my business, and this is what I'm ready to do, just send me a message. I have some spots open in my one-on-one. We're going to start launching the mastermind in a couple of months, in a few months, I think. I can't remember. It's on a piece of paper somewhere. But this is like the core of what we'll do in one-on-one together, which is really helping you just own this, own your work, step into this, and really start to claim this, and do the again, like the somatic work and the mindset work to really trust this and trust yourself. So the fifth one before we go is the personalized outreach. And I cannot stress this enough. And so if you are super hesitant to reach out to people, I fully get it. And this is why I'm here to help you work through this, because personal outreach works. People want to feel included. They want to know that you're thinking of them. And I'm not talking about cold outreach. I am talking about warm leads, people who are engaging on your newsletter, who are engaging on your Facebook Lives, who are in your DMs, right? Reaching out to them with personalized messages, showing them that you understand what they're going through, checking in with them, asking them how they've been, how they, I'm doing some calls now with past clients and other programs, just asking them how their experience was, how I could have improved, like what was missing. And then, there's some things happening behind the scenes, in terms of programs that, are really geared and tailored towards what they're struggling with. But I wouldn't have gotten this information had I not done the personal outreach, just to hear more of what they need and what was missing from like Anti-Hustle Business School. So getting on the phone, reaching out to people, again, they love to feel seen. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten hired because I've paid attention to who's opening my emails, who's clicking on the links multiple times, who's engaging on posts but not reaching out. One-on-one clients, mastermind clients, right? Where I was just like, hey, like I'm just like straight up, I can see you clicking on the links in my emails, and I noticed that you haven't purchased. And I'm just curious, like, do you want to get on the phone? Is this something that you're considering? Are you just kind of like seeing what's out there and seeing what I'm up to, what I'm doing, what I'm up to? Or are you legitimately interested and you just haven't taken that next step to get on the phone? Because if that's you, then like, let's just set up a call and you can stop clicking on the links and we'll just talk about what's going on. And that's gotten me hired, but I had built that trust and built that rapport with the people, because we're friends on social media and we engage, right? So this is really about building those relationships so that when you do reach out, it doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel slimy. You're just, it's like reaching out to a friend, right? Or reaching out to a community member that you've already established a relationship with. So I would never encourage, like, I'm a projector. I do not I don't cold message anybody. So I would never tell you to go do that, right? That works for some people, that's fine. What I'm really talking about is reaching out to the people that you have created relationships with over the years, and inviting them to get on a call with you. Like, get them off the computer, get them out from behind their computer. I mean, even though you're going to be on a call and on the computer, but you know what I mean? But just to have a conversation and have it be more of, like an invitation instead of this like weird slimy sales thing. And just curious, like, I'm just curious, like, what do you need? How can I help you? Is there any way that, is there anything that you need support around right now? What do you need in your business? What do you need in your life? What do you need in your relationship? And just really start those conversations. So that is all I have for you. I have 5 more, but I will share those at another time. I just wanted to kind of come in here, get in, get out, give you those little tidbits and see what's available for you. So which one of these landed for you? What do you see is available for you to maybe start doing, doing more of? And if you did want to talk about the one-on-one, maybe you're sick of doing group programs, or you don't want the mastermind, or you just want me all to yourself. I have 2 different options to work with me one-on-one, different price points and different packages. So send me a message, let me know what you're looking for, and I'm happy to set up a call with you and we can see how to move forward. So have a wonderful day. I will see you next week and take care. Bye.